Me and Natalie used to fear high school. 4 years was enough. We used to say cheer up to ourselves, but it was no use because her dad was the teacher and he was a pain in the rear, a pedophile and a little weird fuck. He was a fierce teacher that could get really tough with no characteristics, just an empty bottle of beer in his career that sucked. It appeared that he could get fiercely disgusted and clearly get pissed at me and Natalie when he got delirious but nothing. And he yelled injurious grudges that was too severe, and sometimes he surely could cuss when he got seriously interrupted. But me and her endured it well. We had the ability to suck it up when it really hurt. It felt like it could get really weary, then fiercely worse when he made us nervous with fear, and it could get really absurd when he continuously fussed at us. That's when it got purely rough on any type of bleary subject that we was on, until we finally couldn't stand to hear it anymore. We had merely enough of it. But when Natalie was with her incompetent dad that was probably sloppy dressed, that's about to be jobless next, it constantly led to acting like her dishonest mom that committed robberies with no sorrow and hardly no regrets. And when her dad finally had to hear this, I doubted her dad would have stayed calm with what I just prominently said. And when she was with her mom, she acted like her dad. She said this always just make common sense. This is because they're part of me. Yeah, I told you, give us some more time. I promise you it'll progress. And Nostradamus probably predicted this drama, and he would be right if he ever put this in his own almanac. Now Natalie was telling me a story about on Saturday. Her dad came in the room to interact, and he was telling her some facts about a small matter that happened earlier that day that was elaborate, and she was occupied and she could only hear half of it. She wanted to stop and gladly ask her dad what it was about, but she knew he would get nasty and drastically mad. But she did it anyway, and her dad got the last laugh, and he got upset he didn't apologize. Then he became an antagonist at that. Now at the same time, she's having a bad day. Her head felt like it was gonna crack, fracture, then shatter. It was throbbing inside. It was so bad it made her really wanted to snap at him. When she was little, she had problems with comprehension. She got this from her mother, and she started to see it when she talked to her friends, and she was smart to sense it. But it carried over to adulthood, and it's been like a lifelong sentence. And sometimes her dad can yell at her with a snarl, not realizing it, and he can go too far when she didn't hear him. Once he got started, he could take charge, be hard and be heartlessly relentless. He didn't like to repeat himself twice. It was like he put on a performance, and then all of a sudden there was forming tension, and it created an argument that could be ongoing, alarming, and persistent. And she got tired of this pace. Sometimes it could set her apart in ways from her dad that was not charming but flawlessly sickening.